Thanks for staying with us. All right, so Miriam had a story?
Yes, I do. So the British national that has been declared wanted by Nigerian police force, Andrew Wine, I took the story yesterday. He had been declared wanted for allegedly trying to overthrow the government by financing the recent end bad governance in the country. He's of course denied the allegations, and he's refusing to show up to the police because the police say, okay, if you feel that you're innocent, we've invited you, come over, and then we will, investigate further. You can come and prove your innocence. But he's insisting that he's not going. He said that because there were other, what the police have described as his accomplices, those ones have already been to court already, and he's saying that there's one of them, Yomi, says he's afraid of being tortured, that when he goes to the police that he will be tortured, that Yomi is like my son, he's innocent, and he was brutally tortured. I'm afraid that that's the same thing that will happen to me. Yes, I am innocent, but that's why he's not showing up. But anyway, there's also a bounty on him. I was trying to look for the figure, I can't find it.
10 million.
Yeah. Okay, the bounty for him. So, yeah, I think he should... Yeah. He should appear before the police with his lawyer and everything, exactly, and come and prove his innocence.
Yeah, so the Bill Gates was at the National FEC meeting, and I was
National Economic Council meeting.
National Executive Council meeting, the NEC, which is our council meeting. But Bill Gates was there, and he said that the Nigerian economy has stagnated. At first, I want to take this story because I felt the headline, who are you to tell us that our economy has stagnated? But he gave us with data. He said that Nigeria's economy has stagnated. Earlier this year, our debt to GDP ratio, our debt exceeded 50% of our GDP for the first time since 2021. And that our revenue to GDP ratio has grown. Though it has grown, it's still lower than what it was 15 years ago. He said this result is that the fact that Nigeria is spending less money per capita on its people than other African countries that have less of the wealth that Nigeria has. And he understands that it is a politically sensitive area to discuss, but Nigerians are struggling, that income has fallen, prices have soared, and like in many other countries, people are protesting. And he said taxes are never popular, but that it's, even in America, taxes are not popular, but it is something that we should be talking about, and that people are more likely to pay taxes when they see the government is spending on the people. So he's canvassing that more money should be spent on the people in the ratio of how much we are earning, considering how much money the government is making, the country is making, less money is going to the people. And so he advised that people that are healthy will pay taxes, people that see that money is going into the health sector. He's canvassing for a healthier Nigeria, prioritizing funding, not just using words, but that we should focus on areas that will make a great difference in the life of people. And of course, it's all about the health. I sadly have to agree with the statistics, though.
I know why am I not surprised?
We should stay in this country.
Now to daily, sir. Commuters groan over fuel price hike. Obagbina Oshoba Adetiba for Dingba Igwe lecture. Ex-Minister Nenadi Usman emerges LP caretaker chairman and National Working Committee kicks. Nigeria intensifies efforts to exit FATF grey list. 3 million naira extortion. Police arrest erring officers. State police. NEC gives 4 states FCT deadline to submit reports. North ready for talks on restructuring new constitution, says ACF. And Bill Gates announces $2.8 billion investment to boost healthcare and nutrition agri in Nigeria. Okay.
I have the police have arrested 3 of their officers for allegedly extorting $3 million from a traveler called Liberty Kelechi Isaac. So Liberty had put out a video where he says a few days ago, on the 26th of August, he was passing through Bayelsa to Owerri. Policemen at Odi, they accosted him, they handcuffed him, and they beat him. And then he was also forced to transfer $3 million to them. And then he was driven to Ahuada and then allowed to go. He also, he got a lawyer, and, they lodged the complaint, and thankfully, the police went straight into action. They said, first of all, they started a discreet investigation, and they were able to uncover the 4 policemen that were involved in it. 3 of them have been arrested, 1 is on the run, and also they were able to recover the money, which they say will be part of the exhibits that will be shown during the trial. I'm so proud of the police for springing into action so quickly, and this man is going to get some form of justice. And I hope that this sends a message, a strong message to all the bad eggs in our police force that, the police is not playing with you. Yes.
Okay, so I have another commendable story. So Nigeria is doing everything possible. They said in a significant move to address the strategic deficiencies in our anti-money laundering and counter-financing terrorism and proliferation regime. Nigeria has sent a high-profile delegation to the Financial Action Task Force International Cooperation Review Group meeting in Brussels, in Belgium. This group, of course, put Nigeria in February 2023 on the list. They call it a grey list, meaning that, we had a rising capital inflow and shortcoming in combating money laundering, terrorism, and arms financing. And so this delegation, led by the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, Afsat Abubakar, included various government agencies such as the CBN, the DSS, the EFCC, the Federal Ministry of Justice, the ICPC, the National Insurance Commission, the Nigerian Customs Service, and the Nigerian Export Processing Zones Authorities, Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, Securities and Exchange Commission. And they went, presented the country's 4th triennial progress report since its inclusion on the FTF grey list in February. Of course, they highlighted Nigeria's ongoing effort to implement the Financial Action Task Force Action Plan, which approximately 30% of items on the list are already completed. So we're working so hard to get off that list. The Chief of Staff, Badabia Miller, had in a statement reiterated Nigeria's commitment to ensuring that all necessary measures are in place to ensure the successful completion of the action plan. Hopefully, at the end of this, we drop off that list as a country that, enforces laws against this.
So the chairman of the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, Bashir Muhammad Dahatu, has said that the North has expressed the North's willingness and readiness to discuss proposals for change of Nigeria's constitution and restructuring. He reminded us that back in 2005 and 2014, there were occasions where the presidency of the time, when it was held by Southerners, tried to organize some form of political reform conferences to restructure and to reform the country as it is. Unfortunately, there was general belief in the North that in reality there was a hidden agenda underlying actions were almost always sinister and often designed to harm the North. So that was probably the reasons why those conferences were never fruitful. But going forward, he has their inclinations here and there, going by various actions from this federal government, that there may be attempts to make a similar plan of restructuring, that if that occasion ever arises, that the North is very ready to have these conversations on restructuring of the country, and to see how the constitution can be amended to benefit all the various regions in the nation. So.
Still, I want to still continue with Bill Gates' story. So the Sun has a different angle of that story, in which Bill Gates himself pledges $2.8 billion as an investment aimed at enhancing the country's healthcare, nutrition, and agricultural sector. So he now did like a proper breakdown of how bad the health sector budget is. That the Nigerian government is committed to spending just 3,000 naira per annum on every Nigerian's healthcare. And his commitment of this 2.8 billion is the largest of its kind in Africa. He's targeting the primary healthcare. He's also asking our leaders to focus on primary healthcare. He also spoke about the fact that a lot of mortality in children is due to lack of proper nutrition, and said that Nigeria still relies on agricultural practices that can be easily affected by climate change, and is advising that for us to combat the issues of malnutrition and preserving the life of our children, we need to improve our agricultural investment, improve our seeds that we're planting, and also bring in what he called multiple micronutrient supplements that would prevent anemia and save lots of newborns' lives. So it sounds good, but I wish the research for this would be done in Nigeria, and the money will fund research within Nigeria. Because when you dedicate that money and you empower the foreign investments, we are only getting the fruits of it and not getting the fruits.
So Bill Gates is introducing some very controversial things right now that I'm not comfortable with.
So he's not doing
meat that is not natural meat, that is, so we have to really look into that. And I do not want Africa and Nigerians to be used as guinea pigs for some
of the very well. Research done outside, test it in your country.
Yes, they should
Don't
do the
bring
research
the
here.
thing, whatever you come out with here. Yeah, be fine with our agbo.
The puff is working.
Nima made me eat this puff.
Very nice puff. G-boy to the rescue.
Petrol price hike. Nasima, LCCI, NECA worry over jobs and economy. We're ready for change of constitution, says Northern leaders. Shetima inaugurates $115 million upgraded West Africa container terminal. China to help Nigeria fight money laundering and terrorism financing. Nenadi Usman emerges interim chairperson of the Labour Party. And power generation reverses again, dips by 44.4%. Okay, so
as part of the outcome of the visit between our president and the Chinese counterpart when he was in China, one of such is a new pact between both countries to join us to fight money laundering and terrorism financing. So China has, signed this pact to, safeguard the stability of our financial and foreign exchange markets and crack down on financial crimes within the country. I want to see the details of how this will work, whether it's partnership between our security agencies or not. But the story just, gives us this new one as part of some of the MOUs signed between both presidents.
Okay, very quickly, the Nigerian Tribune, cholera, 342,000 cases, 2,400 deaths recorded this year, says WHO. Government killed 11 in Plateau communities. Perpetrators of Yobe killings will be brought to justice, says Tinubu. And bandits impose heavy levies on farmers to access lands. Any story there?
Okay.
That's all we can take on front page review. I thought somebody had cholera. Stay with us.
Puff at work.
We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.